This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, thank you, Naveen. Okay, so hi everyone, welcome to the DevOps and AWS session. So I would like to, yeah, start our session. So yeah, welcome to the DevOps with AWS team. Okay, the first session. Okay, DevOps with AWS. Okay, so this is Raju. I'm your AWS and DevOps trainer. Okay, so I have almost 10 years of IT experience in DevOps, and I worked as a AWS administrator, and I worked on different tools like Jenkins, Kubernetes, Terraform. So I worked and I trained many batches from last 8 years. Okay, and and coming to our course, this course is for 2 months. Okay, within that 2 months, you will learn about the DevOps, DevOps tools, and you will learn AWS, and you will learn Linux and the shell script. So we will cover these 4 modules in our course. Okay, DevOps, AWS, Linux, and shell script. These 4 modules we are going to cover in our course. Okay, so and I can say if you have any doubts, you can feel free to ask me in middle of the class, and you can text me, and you can raise your hand, or you can directly ask the question in between the class or at the end of the class. Okay, and whatever the doubt you have, yes, you can clarify in middle of the classes. Okay, so I will cover these 4 modules: DevOps, AWS, Linux, and shell scripting within the 60 days. Okay, and we will help you in Naukri preparation and the resume preparation. Okay, we will help you in the Naukri, and we will help you in the resume preparation. We will help you with the interview questions. We will provide you the material, and we will provide the material and interview questions for each topic, and each session will be live and interactive. So I will target the people who are non-IT, okay, who are non-IT and who are from IT, okay, currently working as some programmer, or a working as some database administrator. Okay, so I will target different people from different backgrounds, like who are coming from MBA, who are coming from M Pharmacy, B Pharmacy, right, B Tech, BSc, right. So I will target all the people. And one more thing, whatever the course you are learning here, this is for everyone. Okay, everyone can learn this, because we will teach you in that manner. Okay, we will teach you in that manner. So we will target, like we will help you in each and every aspect. Okay, how to work in a project as a DevOps engineer. Okay, how to work in a project as a AWS engineer, and how to work with Linux systems. So Windows systems, but so in DevOps mostly we'll use Linux systems. So that's why we'll cover Linux. And you don't need to work on any coding, but you need to learn, you need to work on some scripting level. So that's why I am covering here shell script. Okay, so I will cover shell scripting here. Okay, so I have almost 10 years. I worked in DevOps, I worked in AWS in my career. Okay, and yeah, so let's start our demo. Okay, let's start our demo. So we will discuss about initially what is DevOps. What is DevOps? Can anyone say that what is DevOps? DevOps? Can anyone?
Develop, development and operations.
Yes, development with operations, right? Operations, right? So in the organization, right, so we have some different people, right, different designations, right. So we have development with we can say development with operations. Okay, so development with operations we can say. So here in the organization, there are different people, right? We have developers and we have testers, and similarly we have DevOps engineers or a cloud engineer, DevOps engineer or a cloud engineer, right? So what is the main work of a DevOps engineer, right? You should know, because you're going to work as a DevOps engineer in coming days, right? So let's go to the Naukri. Let's see what are the different job openings are there for the DevOps engineer. So here, if you observe some job descriptions as well. So HCL is looking for the Ansible AWS Terraform engineer, right? So if you see this job, okay, they are looking for the people who have this skill set. So this one we can call it as, okay, this one we can call it as job description. Okay, JD, they should have knowledge on this. So we are going to cover this, the this simple storage service, virtual private cloud, EC2, load balancer, right? So how we are going to work in the organization, in that manner only we will learn. You will learn here, like real-time training. So it is real-time training. So how you will work in your project. So real-time based project training it is. Okay, real-time based project training. Okay, so what are the DevOps tools you're learning? For each tool, you will have a project. For what are the AWS? So each service you will learn how you are using in a project, right? So here, if you see, there are almost the DevOps engineer jobs, almost 1699 are there, right? So there are many. So within that, work from home jobs, and there still we have some AWS jobs as well. We didn't check. If you check only DevOps engineer, these many. If you check with AWS and DevOps, you can see almost 31,000. That means, so those who have knowledge on DevOps and AWS combination. So you are learning that combination course, DevOps with AWS. There are almost 31,000 jobs, right? So you should know, right, what is the work of a DevOps engineer, right? So consider that there is a application called, okay, there is a application called HDFC. Okay, HDFC is a bank. Everyone know that, right? So HDFC is a bank. So HDFC required a simple application. For example, he is HDFC user, HDFC customer. So he want to connect to online banking, okay, website, and do some money transfer. Okay, money transfer. So what he will do? He will wrote, like, so he will check in a Google like www.hdfc.com, right? So whenever he check that, he can see a page like having mutual funds and having, right? So money transfer like this one hdfcbank.com. So he can see this kind of application, right? But who will develop this? So HDFC people will not do that. Who will develop? There will be an IT company, right? So consider this is some IT company called TCS, right? Tata Consultancy Services, right? So they have their own developers. So they have their own developers. So he's a developer one. So what they will do? The developers will work on this login page. So this personal banking, NRI, SME, right? They will work on different modules. So there is, for example, two developers. He's one developer, okay, and he is another developer. He started working on the website design. Okay, once the website design files are completed, okay, what they will do? So there is a project code server. There is entire project code is in this server only, right? So the developers will save their code in the code server. So whenever the HDFC person trying to check for this hdfc.com, they can see the application, because the application running in a application server. Actually, the HDFC application is there in a server, right? So, but who will install this application? For example, our WhatsApp only. Who will develop? Who will install it? Actually, in the main server. In the main server, who will update it the latest versions? Okay, so this HDFC application also will be running on a application server. So the entire application code in a code server, and my application server is here, but who will install this application and who will manage that application and who will update the version, right? As a DevOps engineer, you will use different tools. You will work with the developers, you will work with testers, right? So these two guys are developers, right? He's developer one and he is developer two, right? So, and he's our DevOps engineer, right? DevOps engineer. So your work is like taking the code from a code server and installing the application in a application server. And for example, application is version 2. For example, so the TCS is released version 3. How all these version 3 files are upgraded to version, how you will upgrade it? So you will use different tools for 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 managing the application, right? You will use some Ansible tool. For creating this application or building this application, you will use some Maven tool. Okay, and and for example, if you want to create this application server, you can use some Terraform tool. So the DevOps is nothing but it's combination of tools. Okay, so DevOps is nothing but the combination, right? So everyone, so DevOps is nothing but it's not a single tool or a single technology. DevOps is a combination of tools, combination of tools, we can say, combination of tools, we can say DevOps. So set of tools. And also DevOps is a practice. So how the code is developed and how the code is pushed into the code server and how DevOps engineer take that code and build the application. It is a practice. So you can say in the interview, the main question, okay, which will come, okay, if they want to check you are a DevOps engineer or a not,
Sorry, your voice is not audible. Sorry, your voice is not audible, sir.
Yeah, sir, in another call. Yeah, wait 1 minute.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay.
Yes,
So
thank you.
yeah, okay guys, thank you. So here the DevOps is nothing but it's combination of tools. I don't know where I stopped because some maybe why it is not audible. I don't know where I stopped. So from where it is not audible. So but I can say DevOps is combination of tools, right? For for creating the servers, you can use some Terraform tool. For building the latest version applications, you can use Maven tool, right? You can use some Terraform tool, right, to create a server, right? So so you can use different set of tools, right? So DevOps is nothing but combination of tools. Okay. Yes, the main important question in the interviews, that is, what is DevOps? Okay, you can say DevOps is combination of tools and it's a practice. Okay, and what are the different practices are there? We can see in our coming course, that is continuous integration, continuous delivery, continuous deployment. Those are different practices we have. Okay, we can discuss in coming classes. So in our course, so the DevOps course content, we are going to cover Maven, Ansible, the main important Jenkins, Docker and Kubernetes. Okay, Docker and Kubernetes. Okay, and mainly mainly Ansible, Docker, Maven, and Git we will cover. Okay, and some more tools, like we can say those are building blocks, Sonar Cube. Okay, I will cover some Nagios. Okay, and I will cover Nexus. Okay, New Relic. So these all are some building blocks. Okay, but mainly you should concentrate on below four tools like Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, and Kubernetes, Docker, right? So these four tools you should concentrate. I can say these two are combination, okay, Docker and Kubernetes. So mainly you should focus on these four. Okay, so these are the main. There are other tools also we will discuss in our course, not major, like Tomcat. Okay, these are our building blocks. So that's why I mentioned in one side. Okay, these are building blocks. So you should know. Okay, that's it. But the main concentration you should focus on Ansible. So here Ansible is nothing but configuration management tool. Configuration management tools. So for example, so you have two computers and you want to, okay, install some Java software in both the servers. So what you will do? So as a user, right? As a user, you will connect to these two servers and you will download that Java software and you will install it, right? Mainly you will do like that, right? But if you have 100 plus servers and you have 100 plus servers and you have only 1 hour time. So I don't want you to do any mistakes, but I want my work done. Okay, and how we can do that? So you no need to do manually and no need to go for 100 servers for 100 people. Okay, no need 100 employees for this. Okay, we have the configuration management tool called Ansible. So Ansible is a configuration management tool. So you can manage your configuration. If you have 100 servers, so no need to connect manually. There will be a Ansible master server. You can integrate all those 100 servers. So all those 100 servers to the master, 100 servers to the master server, and you can start, for example, okay, there is a main Ansible server and you can integrate, you can link those 100 servers with this Ansible. So then you can do your work like running simple commands, creating simple files, and you can run some Ansible hyphen playbook, okay, java.yaml. So in that file, you will mention some instructions. Okay, so simple command, it will install some Java, right? So Ansible is a configuration management tool. And coming to Jenkins, so I said you can install different versions. So V1 version. So coming to your WhatsApp only, you have different versions day by day. Are WhatsApp people are releasing, right? So the WhatsApp people releasing that applications, you're getting it automatically updated. So for example, in your mobile only, the WhatsApp you're not uninstalling for upgrading. What you're doing, you have one update option, right? So who will release those? So those are releasing by DevOps, through DevOps. So DevOps tools. Okay, backend WhatsApp also they are using so tools. Okay, so you can use, okay, you can use the different tools. Okay, the Ansible. Okay, so and you have this Docker and Kubernetes. So those are containerization and orchestration tool. So which will be very, very important. So we can discuss that in coming classes. And this Terraform. So we can discuss what is simple understanding what is Terraform. Okay. So before that, let's understand what is AWS. So can anyone say what is AWS and what is the full form of AWS?
Amazon Web Service.
Okay. Amazon Web Services, it's a cloud. It's a cloud. So, right? So there are other clouds also there in the market. What are the different clouds in the market other than AWS?
Google Cloud Storage.
Google Cloud is there. Can anyone say? So please make it interactive. So, right. So we have Microsoft Cloud is there, the competitor. So AWS is nothing but Amazon Web Services, right? So there are other other competitors also there. That is Microsoft Azure coming from Microsoft, right? Microsoft Azure. And we have the GCP, Google Cloud Platform. But here, what is cloud, right? You should understand that, right? You should understand what is cloud, right? We are going to work as a cloud engineer, right? So simple. So simple here. So before this, okay, before this cloud like AWS or Azure, so what you are doing, you are purchasing some computers, right? And you are making all those servers in a room. You are taking room one for rent, right? And you purchased some storage devices for a computer, like you're purchasing, okay, this is some 1 TB data, or some 2 TB data, like, so you're adding storage to your server, to your computer. So consider this is one computer having volume. This is another one, right? So what you're doing, simply you're installing the application by connecting to the computers, and you are connecting and you are installing the application, and you have taken some network support from outside, like you have taken some Act FiberNet or the Geo, right? And you are providing access to the customers. Consider he's a customer, he's trying to access his application, right? So what happens suddenly? Sometimes any power cut is happening. Power cut is happened. What happened? So if power cut is happened, the customers cannot access the server. That is one thing. The other thing, for example, so sometimes the customers are not interested to, okay, not interested to or continue this project. Okay, they will middle drop. For example, they are dropped in the middle, right? So what will happen? Still you need to manage the servers, still you need to pay room rent, current bill, internet bill. So stop almost all the burden on you, right? So you no need to manage the servers, you no need to maintain the internet, and you need to manage the current bills, you no need to maintain the room rents, right? So everything is managed by cloud service providers right now in the market. So simple, the cloud service providers having, the AWS is having data centers, that means servers, with servers in a room. So servers in a room, they have their servers and they are providing the access to you, okay, and they are providing the servers for rent. They are providing you the servers for the rent, okay. So you no need to maintain everything, you no need to maintain the current bill, you no need to maintain the infrastructure bill, right? So AWS data center, okay, AWS data centers are nothing but collection of systems, and AWS is a cloud service provider and they are providing, okay, they are providing, so the servers storage service, they are providing the storages, they are providing the networks, right? So and we have the AWS different features, so you can create your server, okay, and you can create your network and you can create your storage, right? So coming to the AWS, so AWS is, right, so we have server services. So I am going to cover 15 plus major AWS features and 10 plus DevOps tools. 10 plus DevOps tools I'm going to cover. So let's understand that what I'm covering. So I'm going to cover, okay, these are the tool sets, okay. So this is the course content. You can collect it from management also in depth what we are covering. Okay, we will cover here 10 plus major DevOps tools and 15 plus AWS services. Okay, so these are the course content, okay, of AWS, and these are the DevOps tools I'm going to cover in our course. Okay, so before going to create a server in AWS, okay, how we can create. So any doubts regarding that DevOps, regarding that AWS, or any doubts related to career or course, any doubts?
So freshers have opportunities in AWS DevOps.
So yeah, there are market, if you see in the Naukri, so there are openings for the people having 0 to 2 years. Okay, so but he should see in that Naukri, he should follow the Naukri. So the fresher openings are also there. So if you see, right? So only thing you have to practice in that manner and you have to, okay, see that. Okay. There are a lot of openings.
Oh, what is the future of DevOps, sir?
Right. So the future for coming 15 years, okay, coming 15 years, so there will be no issue. So there will be no issue because everyone is now moving to the cloud. Okay. Everyone is moving to cloud. Okay. So right now in the, because of the COVID also, everyone, okay, everyone I mean, everyone is moving to the cloud. So consider, so everyone is having own servers. Now they are moving it to, okay, everyone now moving to the data centers. So they don't want to maintain all these servers, current bills, room rents, infrastructure, right? So everyone is going, for example, in AWS, if you're not using this server, you can delete it. For example, if you want to use it for 1 month, okay, you can pay 1 month bill. Okay, you can pay 1 month bill. Okay. So if you are not using, you can simply delete. That's why everyone is moving. Coming 15 years, yes, there will be no issue, not a problem. So maybe within our tools only, maybe extra features may be added. Okay, you need to just update. Okay.
Okay.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
You can ask me. Feel free to ask me. Aravind, Geeta, Jnaneswar, Gomati, Gautami, Hariraj, Hema, Nandini, right?
So hi, I am from non-IT background. Okay, so my education also in BCom I have completed. So I have 6 years of experience in BPO industry and wanted to shift myself into IT. So how this gonna help me and how the recruiters gonna take me?
You're from non-IT,
Hello.
right?
Yeah, I'm from non-IT and I have completed my graduation in BCom.
Okay, complete the graduation in BCom. So, okay, what you can do, you can put don't. I mean, if you put that BCom also not a problem. So you can put some experience if you have gap. Okay, or otherwise if you want to try as a fresher, you can try that. So there is no education partiality or education. So if you have degree or if you have diploma, you can try that. Okay, we will help you in that Naukri resume preparation. Okay, interview questions. Yeah. So no matter like because if you are not having system touch also, right? So you don't have, but still you can learn it. If you have a laptop, just what we are training, you can hear and you have to practice. So what are the 60 hours or 2 months course you are learning here? You should practice. Okay, in that.
Unmuted.
But yeah. Yeah, yes, Satya. So industries continuing application. So yeah, they are considering who have done BTech or who have done degree. So they are looking. They're not looking for a. I mean the qualification. You should have degree. Okay, whether it can be MBA, other it can be a normal thing. Okay, so yeah. So if you have the degree or diploma, yeah, you can go for that. Okay. And only thing you need skill set. So the skill set you are learning in our course. Okay, in our course you are learning that skill set. Okay, any more doubts? Scripting knowledge, yes, scripting language. You are learning here. You are learning shell script. Okay, so also you are learning Linux. Okay, because what are the servers you are seeing in AWS data center or DevOps applications you are using? Okay, you are using Linux servers. So that's why you're covering here. So some Red Hat, we are covering here some CentOS, and we are covering here some uh, Red Hat, CentOS, some Amazon Linux. Okay, we are covering. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you have any more doubts, just ask me. Yeah, yes, Navin, shell scripting you are learning here. And yes, so what we can see tomorrow, okay, what we can see tomorrow, we can start the DevOps and we can start the AWS server creation, create a server, simple server in AWS, and how you can access it, how to create a AWS things, AWS, we can start it from tomorrow onwards. Okay, so we can start the AWS from tomorrow. Okay, you can collect the material, you can collect the okay course content from the management, and also you can, yeah, tomorrow same time, yes, 8:30 to 9:30 only. Okay, so you can, yeah, join tomorrow. Yes, we have the class recordings. Okay, you can get the class recordings as well. Okay, so okay, since it is demo, so we can have more regular classes from tomorrow. We can start the AWS from tomorrow onwards. Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you. We can meet tomorrow at 8:30 and we can start the AWS. Okay.